I shifted over to using controllers instead of routes for both the login and the new user stuff, and I wanted to show how that's done. So you make a new file. Let me just make this window smaller here so I can see my scroll bar. You make a new file and you can call it whatever you want. And so I decided to make an administration or an admin new section of the web page, and then account. So when the user uses this, they're going to go to public/admin/account and then slash anything that I tell it to do in here. So for example, go up to the very top. If you just go to index, it'll just echo this out. So let me show you how that works. Right here's where I want to be. So if we go to public and we go to admin/account and just do nothing, it assumes you want to go to the index page and it echoes, this is the index page of account. So what else might I want to do under there? Well, I decided to throw all of the new user stuff and login and log out stuff at this level here. First of all, this is a little bit strange. This seems to be not quite what they say in the documentation. If you're going to call it account, which is the name of my file, they said to call it A account_controller is the name of the class. I found that it only worked if I called it admin_account_controller to reflect that it was under controllers, but it was nested under an admin folder. So I actually have a request into one of the people who does tutorials to find out if that's how it's supposed to be. And anyways, it works for now. So this RESTful thing, I don't quite understand what it stands for, but basically it's being able to deal differently with somebody just going to a regular website versus posting data to it. And so here's one for new user. Here's two different ones for new user. One's the get, which is sort of standard going to the web page. The other's post, which is if they hit submit on the form. But to do that, to do the get and the post, you have to do this RESTful equals true. So that's what I did right up here. So let's take a look at new user. I used to have a route called route new style of get, and the name of it was new user, and it looked exactly like this. Now the route just says, hey, understand that there's a controller under admin account. So let me show you how the route looks. Got a lot of stuff open here. So the route actually is as simple as this. Right here I say, hey, look, there's a controller under admin account, and so you use dots instead of slashes. And boom, it knows now to anytime a user goes to admin/account, whatever is after that, it looks under the controller. So on controller, in the account controller, which is this account.php, I've got all kinds of stuff. I've got new user, I've got login and log out down below. So now when we go to new user, I would just come here and I would type new user right there, and it takes us to the page with to be able to submit a new user. So that's kind of cool. Then if you hit submit on it, and I'm not going to bother doing that, it'd take too long to submit all the stuff. But now if you hit submit on the post, then it realizes the data has been posted to it, so now it does all of this junk. So, you know, reads it in, validates it, inputs all the appropriate stuff, and says, cool, thanks for joining us. So another thing that you could do is login. So if I go to, let me show you actually what log out does. If someone ever goes to log out, all it does is uses the authentication bundle, and it logs out, which is a kind of cool thing, and then it redirects you to log in, and that is actually in my template everywhere. So if I hit login, or if I go to login like this, it comes in here, and I've got a test account, so I do test. I'm going to log in. It now says, hey, you're logged in. Let me go back now to one of the pages I was at here. So let me go back to new user here, and you can see that logout is available. And the link for logout, look down at the bottom here, down right about here, when I hover over that, when I do logout, it's actually admin/account/logout. So all of that stuff happens in the controller.